Oh, Karen Walker, how we love you. Welcome to Ms. Mojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 Karen Walker moments on Will and Grace.
Karen?
Can't talk, feeling something.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we'll be looking at the funniest and most memorable Karen Walker moments on Will and Grace. And just be aware, there may be some spoilers ahead. Number 10, gaining Karen's approval.
Karen, that is so superficial.
Honey, why do you like me?
What do you think I should get him?
This may be one of the most well-known scenes in Will and Grace history. When Karen and Jack are discussing his relationship with his son Elliot, Jack expresses concern about whether or not he's a good dad.
Karen, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm worried. My hair's never looked better, but am I a good dad?
As always, Karen has a solution. You have to buy things to get people to like you. So Jack takes out his credit card and looks to Karen, stating that he needs to go to the ATM before going shopping. What's the ATM? Yep, it's Karen.
I'll need a little money from the ATM.
Denied. Denied. Approved.
Number 9, Karen says no to drugs. Karen, too afraid to look at the results of her own physical, rushes them over to Will so he can look at them first.
Are you afraid they're going to find some blood in your alcohol?
While Karen is bargaining with God, Will reads the results and finds out that she's totally fine, besides the fact that she needs to start taking calcium supplements.
Dear Lord, if I'm okay, I promise I will dedicate the rest of my life to serving you.
It says here you're fine.
Fall for it again, God.
Why? Well, because it's something rich people do, of course.
Rich people need calcium.
For the first time in Karen's adult life, though, she refuses to take something she knows nothing about, even though it's good for her.
I don't like it.
Well, tough. You have to take it.
Number 8, Anastasia Beaverhausen. A woman like Karen Walker must have many aliases, as she's lived a full and ventured life. Thanks to her connections, she helps Grace land a high-profile client for her interior decorating firm.
Come on, Grace. You could have gotten it on your own. You get it?
There's one problem, though. Competition. And that's where alias Anastasia Beaverhausen comes in.
Karen.
Hey, what? Don't call me by my real name. Call me by my alias, Anastasia Beaverhausen.
Karen, as Anastasia, will dig up whatever dirt she can on Grace's competition, proving that even if she does things in an underhanded way, she's one heck of a friend.
When is she gonna come up for air? And she left me, my God, oh Anastasia, this is the best gift you've ever given me.
You definitely want her on your side, that's for sure. Number 7, juice boxes.
Look at this place. All ready for the little one.
Almost all of us have babysat before, right? It's stressful, especially if there's more than one kid. Grace is really looking forward to the experience of being a mom for a day as she prepares the apartment for a fun time.
Oh, honey, and good thinking, putting out all this crappy furniture so that the kids can't ruin the good stuff.
Karen comes prepared too, if a little bit inappropriately. She brings the best kind of juice boxes, just not the ones kids are allowed to have. Yep, boxes of wine.
And look what I brought, juice boxes. Huh?
Grace may never be asked to babysit anyone's children ever again. And she has Karen to thank for that.
Okay, Karen, for the last time, wine is not juice. And a leather whip is not a jump rope.
Number 6, better people.
5, 4, 3, 2, Will, you're officially 1-year-old. Yeah!
It's Will's birthday, and he's surrounded by his best friends. Grace is counting down the seconds until Will's exact birthday along with Jack. But where's Karen? Fashionably late, of course.
Hi, guys. Sorry I'm late, but I wanted to make sure I missed most of dinner.
While the trio talk and share gifts, Karen finally makes her appearance at the restaurant, reaching their table with a present in hand.
Here you go, Will. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
She seems apologetic at first, until she spots some people she'd rather be sitting with.
Listen, I just wanted to thank you for inviting me. I know that we've had our differences in the past, but really, when you get right down to... Oh, look, better people.
Aw, Karen, so close to being a decent person, yet so far. Number 5, the proper reaction.
Hey Karen, I can't help you shop today. I gotta go.
Hey, what's going on? what's happening? What's the caduceus hand?
The human body does some strange and sometimes unsettling things. Karen, of course, is uncomfortable with these things.
Nothing. I just had something zapped at the dermatologist and it looks kind of funky and I just don't want anyone to see it right now.
First, she can't just let Grace cover up what she's hiding on her lip and leave without being embarrassed. When all is revealed, Karen reacts like Karen Walker would.
It's probably nothing, a little dot. Come on, show Mama.
Screaming, flailing, and falling into a giant stuffed bunny, all while in the middle of a toy store, otherwise known as keeping a level head. What a great friend you are, Karen Walker.
Who do you expect me to call now when I can see a car speeding right in front of me?
Number 4, the Slapfight.
Karen, we have to at least stay for the ceremony.
What the hell we do? I'm gonna kill Rosario the one morning she forgets to strap on my boot flask.
If we're honest with ourselves, we've all wanted to have a slap fight with our best friends at least once, right? Thankfully, we can live vicariously through Karen and Jack, who actually got to do this. Jack, addicted to caffeine thanks to a coffee-slinging crush of his, and Karen, stuck at a dry event and desperate for alcohol, have both reached a limit with each other.
Get a grip on yourself!
You get a grip on yourself!
What does one do when such a limit is reached? What else? After Karen expertly blocks the first 2 attempts from Jack, the game is on. Ah, true friendship. Number 3, I support you.
Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I haven't done this in a while.
After Karen, Jack, and Will try to set up Grace on a date, she decides to go out with the guy that Will chose for her. Grace is all dressed up in a beautiful black gown and is ready to leave for her date. That is, until Karen stops her on her way out.
Well, looky here. Get all slutted up for Will's guy.
She proceeds to try and adjust Grace's assets, just like Will had done earlier.
One more thing. Here.
But apparently, as Karen hilariously claims, that's not what she was doing.
Will already adjusted them.
Oh, I wasn't adjusting him.
Whatever you say, Karen. Number 2, coming out in a big way.
Instead, I have the world's oldest girl.
By now, we know Karen likes to handle things in her own special way. So Karen, in her infinite wisdom, took it upon herself to announce the sexual orientation of her frenemy Beverley Leslie over an A.P.A. in front of the Republican Party.
I was hosting a soiree for the Republican Party on the flight deck of the Intrepid. Your friend publicly insinuated that I was a homosexual.
He threatens to sue Karen for defamation, while she seems completely unfazed, claiming he must have misunderstood what went down.
Beverly, no! You must have misunderstood.
Of course, we find out that there was no misunderstanding, with Karen clearly stating Beverley Leslie is a homosexual.
Attention, Republicans! Beverly Leslie is a homosexual. I repeat, Beverly Leslie is a homosexual.
Before we unveil our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions.
Jackie, you've been out here for so long, you must be freezing. Here, I brought you some soup.
Oh. Karen, this is gin.
There's noodles in it. I'm too tired to slap you. Bash your face against my palm, would you? Trick or treat. Okay.
Number 1, use your assets.
Oh, honey, I love driving. It's exhilarating. Let's take her up.
Never let it be said that Karen doesn't do things for herself. It's just that when she does, sometimes it doesn't end up well. For instance, driving. Don't let her do it ever.
Oh, damn, it's a cop!
I'm on it!
No! Gotta stop before it's over!
At least this time she appeared sober, just not sensible, as she was pulled over for speeding. When asked for her license and registration, she presented her assets, naming one license and the other registration.
Officer's a problem? License and registration, please.
Oh, sure. No problem. Need license and registration.
Of course, this doesn't work, especially considering Will later goes on a date with the cop. But we can't blame Karen for trying.
Should have seen when she showed customs when they asked for her passport.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from Ms. Mojo and subscribe for new videos every day.